unbelievable. It's so busy, and I'm just having a wee quiet minute to myself. What?
Miss Valley.
What? What? Oh! Yeah, I'll call you back about those numbers. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Ha. Morning, everybody. Bonjour tout le monde. Namaste. Bom dia. Salam alaikum. Welcome to today's assembly. So, as always, you know I like to play a little joke on you at the start of assembly. I wasn't really sitting with my feet up on my desk. I was speaking to Mrs. Emmett about numbers and things. So, anyway, this week's assembly, there's going to be jokes, shout-outs, uniform pictures. There's also going to be a story, and I might show you a bit of a video. So, keep tuned and see what's happening next. So, we're going to start off with our jokes for today. So the first joke that I've got comes in from two people actually that sent me the same joke. Connor and Matilda sent me a joke, and it was, what do you call a bear with no teeth? A gummy bear. Mason Small in P5, he sent me the joke of, why are fish so smart? Because they live in schools. Josh, he has sent us a lot of jokes. So Josh, his joke is, what's big, green, fuzzy, and would kill you if it fell from a tree? A pool table. I actually can't remember the last time I saw a pool table up a tree. Anyway, thank you for that, Josh. Reese, he's another one that sent us a lot of jokes. So Reese, when should you keep an eye on your cheese? When it's up to no gouda. Or Gouda, depending on how you say it. The next one comes from Dale in Primary 7, although actually I think it comes from his gran. So, it is. What do you call a person who keeps on talking when people are no longer interested? A teacher. Dale, you're in my class, is all I'm saying. Okay. And Lacey Turnbull has said, why did the pupil eat his homework? Because the teacher said it was a piece of cake. Okay, so thank you for all your jokes. As always, really good. So today's assembly, we're actually going to be speaking about a thing called Eid. Now, Eid is a very important time in the life of Muslims, and Muslims are people who follow the religion of Islam. Now, Eid is a festival that happens at the end of Ramadan. And I'm going to tell you a little story about a girl called Ramina and her Ramadan, and also her family's Eid celebrations. Ramina's Ramadan. It was very early in the morning when Ramina joined her family in the living room. Mum, Dad, and Zainab were eating bread, eggs, and fruit for suhoor. Can I fast too? Asked Ramina. It's wonderful that you want to take part, said Mum, but you're still too young to fast all day. You can join us for a little while before you go back to bed. Ramina sat next to Zainab and smiled as Dad passed her some fruit. After they had eaten, Zainab helped Ramina to reveal the final message in her Ramadan calendar. Give to others, read Zainab. Ramina knew just what to do. She rushed up to her room to check her money jar. I'll find someone to give this money to, she said. She fell back to sleep, dreaming of how she could use her money to help others. Later that morning, Ramina got ready for the day, putting the money safely in her pocket. Downstairs, she helped her parents make lots of delicious food to take to the community centre. As they loaded all the tins and trays of food into the car, Romina spotted their neighbour, Pam, in her garden. "Hi," called Romina. "Are you okay?" "I'm fine," said Pam. "I'm just worried about my beautiful plants. I haven't been able to do any gardening since I broke my arm." "Don't worry," said Romina. "We can sort out your garden in no time." Romina and Zainab watered the flowers while Mum and Dad pulled up all the weeds and trimmed the hedges. "Oh, thank you," said Pam. "That was so kind of you. I hope you have a lovely Eid." Next, the family went to meet Mrs. Hussein at the community centre and donated all of the food they had prepared. "Wow," said Mrs. Hussein. "This all looks very tasty. We've been able to help so many people already today, but there's still so much to do." "Don't worry," said Romina. "We can stay and help." Mum and Dad worked with the other volunteers serving food to lots of hungry people. Meanwhile, Romina and Zainab tackled a huge mountain of washing up. "Oh, thank you," said Mrs. Hussein. "You've all been so helpful." That afternoon, the family went shopping for everything they needed for their Eid celebrations. At the market, they bumped into Dad's friend, Tariq. "Is everything all right?" asked Dad. "I'm okay," said Tariq. "I just need some raisins to make my sheer kurma, but they've sold out," he said. "Don't worry," said Romina. "We can give you some of ours." "Oh, thank you," said Tariq. "That's very generous. Sheer kurma is my son's favourite." As the sun started to set, it was time for iftar. Mum, Dad, and Zainab broke their fast with dates and water. Then the family said the Maghrib prayer together. As they all ate dinner, Romina gazed at the crescent moon. That night, Romina went upstairs and got ready for bed. "Oh no," she thought. "I've been so busy, I forgot to find someone to give my money to." She settled down to sleep, feeling disappointed. The next morning was the first day of Eid. Mum, Dad, Romina, and Zainab went to mosque, dressed in their special new clothes. Inside the mosque, Romina prayed. "Allahu Akbar," said the Imam. "Allahu Akbar," everyone replied. On the way back home, Dad noticed that Romina seemed quieter than normal. "What's wrong?" he asked. "I am excited that it's Eid," she said. "I'm just sad that I didn't give to others, like my calendar said." "What are you talking about?" said Dad, surprised. "You watered Pam's garden for her, then you washed up all the plates for Mrs. Hussein, and it was your idea to share our raisins with Tariq. You've given your time, your help, and your love. You don't have to give money to help others." Romina felt better as she realised Dad was right. That night, Romina and her family were joined by grandparents, uncles, aunts, cousins, and friends. They had all brought food, sweets, and gifts for the big celebration. Romina smiled as she enjoyed a huge feast with the people she loved. After the meal, everyone made their way outside for the fireworks. They all gasped as they watched the colourful explosions. "Eid Mubarak!" Romina shouted happily. "Eid Mubarak!" everyone replied. So Eid is a time that is really, really important for Muslims all over the world because it's a big celebration to mark the end of Ramadan. Now, Ramadan is a time, a whole month out of Muslims' life. Every year there's Ramadan. And in that month, between when the sun comes up in the morning and when it goes down at night, they're not allowed to eat. It's called fasting. So all the hours of daylight for a whole month, they don't eat. Once it gets dark and sun goes down, then they can have big meals and they can eat as much as they like. And if they wanted, they could stay up all night and eat as much as they wanted, so long as they stop eating when the sun comes up. And it's one of the things that Muslims believe is part of what they have to do to be a better person. It's all about sacrifice and giving things and thinking about how people can help each other, which you heard in the story of Ramina. So as I said, Muslims all over the world will be celebrating Eid this weekend. Now, Eid doesn't fall at exactly the same time every year. Like, we always know that Christmas is the 25th of December in the Christian calendar. It changes every year because the Muslim calendar, it's driven by the lunar calendar. So what the moon's doing determines what is happening in the Muslim calendar. So Eid moves and Ramadan moves to different times every year. So this year it is the 25th, maybe 26th of May. So this weekend, Eid Mubarak to Mrs. Imran and to everyone else in our school community that is celebrating Eid this weekend. I know it won't be quite the Eid that you normally have because you're not allowed to go out and see all your different family members and do all the things you would ordinarily do, but I hope that you have a fantastic time. Again, Eid Mubarak. So you'll see that I'm no longer in the hub. I was in the hub this morning and I'm now back in my own house and filming the rest of the assembly. So I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to get on with it and let you enjoy the rest of today's assembly. It's now time for our shout-outs. First one comes from the hub and it goes to Alfie McNaughton because he's had such a brilliant week in the hub. And the other one for the hub goes to Derek Muir because he has also been an absolute superstar. So well done to you two. So let's see what you guys have all been up to. Here comes your shout outs now. So Connor in P3, I got my bronze, silver and gold certificate from Study Ladder this week. Absolutely brilliant, Connor, well done. Leo in P2, I've been asked to film for an advert. Wow, just remember who the deputy head was when you're rich and famous, Leo. Emily in P2, I've been collecting acorns and riding my bike when I'm not in the hub. Brilliant, Emily, well done. Then in P4, we've got Lena. I've been completing Lego challenge tasks set by Miss Birch. Well done to Lena and to Emily. Next one is Conrad and Olaf. Now they were even in the newspaper. So we were in the paper because we planted flowers at the bottom of the trees, brighten up the street. We also made posters so that people would see the plants. Absolutely brilliant, boys. So glad to see this. Making really good use of your time and trying to brighten everyone up in this horrible time. Well done. Lucy, Holly and Jane. Our mummy had a baby girl called Ivy. Congratulations to you all, and you're all looking absolutely brilliant there. Well done. Then we've got Elise in P5 and our little brother Luca in P1. Luca says, I did a cooking challenge for Miss Treese and we also play lots in the garden. Mackenzie in P5 and Hallie in the nursery. We've had lots of fun in the woods. Absolutely loving your painted stones there to make the rainbow. That is brilliant. Well done, you two. Neve in P6. I've spent lots of time singing. I bet you have, Neve. What better way to spend your time than doing something that you absolutely love, other than doing your schoolwork, of course. Maisie in P2. I've been working hard counting out money. I got them all right. And then Tia in P4, learning at home with mum and dad is fun, and I can see lots and lots of love hearts there, Tia. Well done. It's lovely to see your face. Then Lara in P4, she says, I helped my brother build garden furniture out of pallets. I've taught you well, guys. Well done. So, absolutely brilliant. Keep all your things coming in for your shout out. Next couple of slides are all school uniform day, because last week we did a school uniform day where, rather than coming into the hub or doing your work at home, you put on your school uniform rather than just sitting there in your trackies, your jammies, whatever it is you do your work in. So here's just a couple of slides with photos from uniform day. See if you can spot yourself. There we go, lovely to see everyone in their school uniform. Nice to see that it's still fitting a lot of people. Again, thank you all for sending in your pictures. If there's anything you want me to share here, please do send it, and send it to me by the Wednesday and I'll get it to you on Friday at the assembly. So that's us done for another assembly. I don't know about you, but I really, really enjoy making these assemblies. I hope that you guys enjoy listening to them, taking part in them, singing along with a song or two. So I absolutely love them. If you want to share any of the photos from this week's sports day, get them emailed off to me and I'll get them into next week's assembly. So in the meantime, keep well, stay safe, and look after each other.
That's all, folks.